What's up, you guys? I'm here at SlimXTeamSymmetry here at YCS Tacoma. Top 8 finisher, Simon He. How you feeling, man? There's a lot of salt. It's unfair. Yeah.
It's happened so many times that I'll get over it quick.
Okay, what deck were you running today?
Chaos Agents.
Why did you choose to run Chaos Agents? You did run it at Providence, and you got 5th place.
I really wanted to run something else, so I spent like a month searching for decks and testing this stuff, but I did not like anything else. Like, I knew all the decks in the meta and all the decks that I was going to probably face this weekend, and Water was just not good against everything. Spellbooks was just generally not very competitive. Chaos Dragon, I think Aegis is better. Wind-ups, I think Aegis and Chaos Dragons are better. Macro Rabbit, which everyone's hyping, Chaos Dragons and Aegis actually just completely pushed that deck. So in the end, I didn't want to play the exact same deck, but I pretty much ended up doing so because I felt comfortable with it.
Okay, so let's get into the deck. You ended up, you were first place day one. You were 8-0.
Yeah. It's pretty much a repeat of Providence.
Yeah.
Okay, so I run. Oh, you run it that way?
Yeah.
2 Earths.
Yep.
3 Venuses. 3 Shine Balls. If you got any questions, then just interrupt me.
Yeah.
3 Hyberians. Standing so far. 1 Christian. 1 Honest. And 1 Hayward Ca, 1 Flight. 2 Tour Guides, Sangan, 2 Veilers, 2 Maxi, 1 Spirit Reaper, 1 Chaos Sorcerer, 1 Blackluster, 2 Thunder Kings, 2 Drags, and a Ghouls. It's 29 monsters.
So from the changes you made, I see you put back the 2nd Thunder King and you cut a Reaper. What was the reasoning behind that?
Well, originally I started this format, I did 2 Thunder Kings and 1 Reaper, but I found out a lot of times that I didn't have enough darks for the Chaos monsters, so I put in 1 Reaper for the consistency as well. So sometimes I could get like the really weird hands, which I can't do anything, so Reaper can stall for a few turns, and I rip a lot of cards with Reaper as well. But for this, with Water and everything, I just didn't feel... Reaper, like, you can't just set Reaper and you can't... Basically, it feels like Water feels kind of like Insectors, and things just get popped out of nowhere. So I think Thunder King was just overly better. I mean, so yeah, so that's why I decided to do it.
So 29 monsters.
Yeah. For the spells, 1 Reborn, 1 Mind Control, 1 Forbidden Lance. I wanted to take this out, but I couldn't. I'll explain it. 1 Enemy Controller, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Creature Swap, 1 Heavy Storm, and 3 Anesthesias. I mean, okay, I explained a lot about why I run some of these cards and why I won like last time, so you can just go back to
watch the profile. Yeah. It was a lot having to do with OTKs and like taking the monsters.
I'm not drawing 2 of any time, because like if you have 2 of these, there's going to be situations where this is not good and this is not good. Like against windups, if you've got a bunch of rabbits on the field, this is not good. And if you draw 2 of these, it's just awful. But these 2 have been really helpful this week. I just randomly giving them Shine Balls, taking Thunder Kings and things like that. This is just OTKs like out of nowhere. I wanted to take this out after Providence because I thought that there were going to be a few people that's going to copy the deck, and Dragons is still quite popular as well. And also, what's that deck? Water doesn't generally play that many traps. They could play torrential, some don't even play torrential. So there's quite a lot of trapless decks. So, and this seemed like pointless. This seemed pointless. I get it's really good against every other deck that plays traps though. But I couldn't find another spell. I like the monster ratio, and I can't because I only play 1 trap, and I don't want to MSC on Heavy Storm to do anything. I can't play like Book of Moon, because Book of Moon you can only utilize it to its best when you set it. Yeah. And I don't want to play a lore because there's not that many darks, and every time I do have a lore, you get tempted to play a lore, but even though you the darks in your hand are actually good, and also you might draw into like Shine Balls, it's unnecessarily greed. So I went with pretty much the exact same build again, and the trap is Treacherous Trample. Like, I thought that because people knew about the deck, and I explain everything, they'll know how to play against it better. But that's not really that true. I mean, this still works like so much.
Well, the thing is, there's only one profile of your deck. There's only one live profile that was done at Providence. Done by Anna, and then everyone else tried to analyze it. That was the thing, and unless
that's why I released the article, because you got some stuff right, but some stuff wasn't exactly accurate. I mean, I was thinking, okay, if I was to face this deck, what would its weakness be like in a mirror match? And I couldn't think of actually siding anything in. I was thinking, okay, Leech and Light, that's kind of obvious. I did side one, but other than that, it was the weaknesses aren't. The weaknesses literally are if you draw shine balls. I mean, other than that, it just goes speed. I mean, they can side in Light Mirror or Macro or D-Fisher, but like with these, it doesn't really do that much at all. And sometimes D-Fisher doesn't even hurt that much. I guess the Macro, the D-Fisher Rabbit person in the Swiss, I opened Maxi and Honest with one of these, and he just goes, sets one back row, summons, sets one back row, summons like Sabersaurus or something, plays D-Fisher, and I literally ignored the D-Fisher the entirety of the game. I kept on drawing his hand traps, but like because I just MSC'd the back row, and then I played a Venus, and he just couldn't get past it, and then drew another MSC, and MSC's other back row. So it doesn't really hurt me that much, I mean, especially Macro Rabbit and Fisher Rabbit. I'd love to play them all day. I also thought that this, if they knew about it, then every time I say, oh, that's a treacherous trapple, and there were quite a lot of people that did that, but like every time I set it, it's already in use. They couldn't do anything about it. I had a really good game against a Chaos Dragon player in round 3, and he won game 1. And in game 2, I treacherous him, and like for 2 random stuff, like that was really good. And in game 3, I had this set with Hyperion and Spirit Reaper. He's got nothing on field. I've got Hyperion and Sorcerer that I can't drop. And in his turn, he goes Tour Guide. I kept on looking in his graveyard. He goes Tour Guide. I was thinking. At that point, I was thinking. Literally, I had to think fast. If he brings out another Tour Guide and goes into Zen mains, I was stuck because I couldn't push past the Zen main, so I would have to store. I would let him store, and if he brings out anything else, it's fine. But I decided not to treacherous. I had to decide on that point when he summoned Tour Guide if I was going to treacherous the 2 Tour Guides or not, and I'll explain later. Basically, I didn't do anything, and he goes into Leviathan Dragon. When he brought it out, he asked me quickly, have you got any response? Because he obviously thought that was treacherous, and I literally said no straight away, instantly. And because I did that, I think he thought it wasn't treacherous to a point. He thought maybe it was a Lance or an MST, and if I would have thought about it longer, that's why I needed to think about it on the Summon Tour Guide. If I thought about it longer, then it was obvious. It was too obvious. So he decided to go into Leviathan instead of Zen mains, detach to make a 3rd Dark, and then drop Dark Arm.
And then boom, wow. Boom. Mind games.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the main deck.
So it was good? Okay.
What about Avarice in the deck? What do you think about that?
Avarice Avarice is bad because you need your graveyard. There's Chaos monsters. I mean, for Hyperion, you're going to remove like agents, and for Chaos Sorcerer and Blacklisting, you're going to remove stuff.
Your spells are minimal.
Yeah,
they're minimal, and you have your text.
And with Duality, I explained this in the past as well. Duality and Cosmos Sky, it's not. This is a really fast build. If you watch me play, like I just OTK randomly out of nowhere, and Duality just does not do anything outside turn 1.
It hinders your play.
Yeah. If I wanted to turn 1 Duality, the only time I would like that is if I set Reaper, set Sangan, summon Earth, or summon Thunder King after a Duality. Other than that, any other time apart from turn 1, I want to summon special summons, summon attack game, kind of thing. So Duality is not good.
Okay. So side extra.
What do you want to do first? Side or extra?
You choose. Token.
2 Gemini Imps. Cyber Dragon. Electrovirus. Let's just put this in. 1 Camera Attack. 1 Leech and Light. 2 Noblements. After I lost the top 8 to the winner of Providence, I needed to side these in because like the armor was just too important. And if you get rid of the armor, they don't threaten me at all.
Yeah.
2 Roll Decree. A lot of people don't side this, but like if you're running no traps, then you might as well side this. Macro Rabbits. Anything with trap heavy decks, and I actually did play Chamber. 2 Gozen match.
You're still siding the Gozen?
Because for wind-ups, I mean, I'm hoping they side on the MSCs and Storms. Yeah. I didn't actually play that many wind-ups this weekend, but anytime I did, I just...
You nuked it with Gozen,
And also, yeah, because the Titan D-Fisher, hand traps, I need to...
Right. You need an alternate out, yeah.
2 Soul Drains for Dark World and Water. And 1 Dark Magician.
Oh, alright, we gotta talk about the Dark Magician.
Yeah, so basically, we were at this all-you-can-eat sushi place, and I was kind of tipsy with sake and everything. And I've decided to I wanted to make the event a bit more interesting, so I challenged Samosh. He's actually in the top 4 right now, and to basically have a match with my agents versus his Water, like a full-on match. It's actually Amanda filmed it, so it's probably going to be on YouTube somewhere. And I lost, so. Yeah, the loser has to play Dark Magician in a side deck, and if we get a feature match, I have to side it in. Okay. I sided it in round 6 feature match, and I won with it.
And you summoned it, yeah.
I summoned a tap for game with it.
Gotcha, yeah, it was great.
Yeah, about the side deck in general, it was so tight, the space was so tight, but with this deck, because it's supposed to go fast, I never want to side it too many cards. If you side in too many cards, you ruin the flow of the deck. So it's always 2 cards in, 2 cards out, or at most 3 cards in, 3 cards out. And the only time I go more than 3 cards is if the cards are absolutely dead in that matchup. So against Chaos Dragons, I side out the MSTs and Storm, because I have to. A lot of time, I just sided this in against a lot of things that it wouldn't have been even that good against, but I just had to. The space is just too tight. I just couldn't do anything else with it. I didn't side 3 of these because I tried it and it kept on clogging. Like, even if I had them against Water, they just summon stuff and beat. And because I'm drawing these instead of drawing the monsters I need, I just couldn't fight back. So yeah, that's it.
The 10.
Yeah. Actually, that's pretty standard still. One bag of Phoenix.
Yeah.
1 number 96 Darkness. Catchy. Again, these 3. Phoenix goes into any of them. So versatile, any situation. I went to this so many times, just randomly OTK people. So that means Leviathan Dragon, Levier, Acid Golem. I really wanted to bring this guy out. I never bring this guy out. I really wanted to bring this guy out and then waste the 2 turns and just detach materials and then creature swap.
Oh yeah.
It never happened, but it would have been awesome. Tempo, Heliopolis for Dark World. Yeah. Really.
Did it go off a lot? Yeah.
I only played 1 Dark World and he dragged down my creature swap and I couldn't take it. Gustav Max. Yeah, Gustav Max. Yeah, I didn't quite. I had Jump Knight Pearl in here instead of this, but like I hardly ever make a rank 4. Yeah. So I put this in. I never summoned it.
On the off
it's
chance
very situational. I mean, I play Mind Control, Creature Swap, Monster Reborn, Enemy Controller, so I can always take the level 10s, and I have 2 Tragodias myself, so I was thinking, yeah, I might as well put it in. If you bring this thing out, it's game ending, so yeah, might as well put it in. Stardust. Black Rose, Gaia, just one of every level. Disaster, and so yes.
Okay, so anything else you want to add? That's pretty much it.
I'm just still trying to let it sink in.
Let it all sink in, yeah. Well, we thank you.
Yeah, sure.
You made Dark Magician. Yeah. All right, thank you for the profile, you guys, and we'll see you at the next event. So like I say, thank you for watching.